worst case of road rage we've come across. All of it caught on camera.
He's jumping on my bonnet. I smashed my windscreen.
So now watch and listen as we ride with an innocent driver who found himself the target of a madman. Neil Dawley reports.
It started innocently enough with Ken Olsen taking a weekend drive south of Brisbane when trouble struck.
Everything was fine, and the next thing I just got rear-ended. I looked up in my rear vision mirror and there's a bloke gesturing and pulling signs at me and going berserk.
A camera in Ken's car records what happens next as the driver in the black ute comes into shot, crossing double white lines.
At that stage he just appeared to be coming up beside me so that he could scream at me through the open passenger window.
Ken keeps going before the ute appears again, this time on the inside.
And he's going berserk at me again, gesturing and pulling signs and things. So I thought, well, I'm not sure this is a good idea to pull over. This bloke seems a little bit unbalanced.
Moments later, there's nothing Ken can do to avoid the ute.
He's gone onto the grass verge, pulled over straight in front of me, and then immediately applied his brakes. And I had nowhere to go. I just went straight into the back of him, collided with the back of him. He then jumped out of the passenger door and came running up to my vehicle. So again, I thought, well, he's not coming to talk. He meant business.
That's the sound of the man punching Ken's window as he drives off.
Well, now I realise that this bloke doesn't want to just stop and exchange details. He's got something against me, and I'm now a little bit nervous, but I'm still thinking, well, hang on, he'll cool down. We'll drive down the road a little, he'll cool down.
But things were about to heat up even more as the chase continues along the wrong side of the road and off-road.
He then came around the left side of me and tried to pull in front of me again. I went onto the wrong side of the road. There was no traffic coming at this stage. I went over onto the right-hand lane. He continued to follow me.
Catching up and ramming Ken's vehicle as the road rules go out the window.
So I had to go onto the footpath. Got onto the footpath, rode along, went over traffic islands with him in pursuit. As I got around the traffic island, he crunched into the side of me. So I had to go onto another footpath to get away from him. Thankfully, there were no people. There's usually people on there on a weekend, walking their dogs, pushing prams, cycling.
Trying to escape, Ken narrowly misses this car as he's forced to run a red light. Ken just keeps driving and keeps his nerve, calling 000.
Yeah, g'day, I've got somebody trying to run me off the road. He's doing it right now.
So do you want to speak to the police?
Yes, please, quickly. This bloke's chasing me all over it.
I then got onto 000 by this stage because now I was in fear of my life. I thought, this bloke's, he's out to get me. He's going to do something to me.
The driver is determined to get Ken.
Here he comes now. Oh, hell. I can't do anything. He's trying to run me off the road.
All I'm trying to tell you is keep driving to the police station.
I can't. He keeps cutting in front of me and cutting me off.
He was continually colliding with me, trying to push me off the road, pulling in front of me, and every time, fortunately, I managed to just make it around him.
Ken knows he can't stop because it could prove fatal.
He'd crashed my vehicle that many times. I was concerned that it was going to stop going, and I thought, well, once my vehicle's not going, I have no protection. This bloke's going to kill me. He came up beside me a couple of times and actually just sideswiped me, but couldn't push me off the road. And I think then he started dropping back and trying to just flick the back of my ute to get me to roll or spin out or something so that he could get a hold of me.
For the first time, we see a young woman in the passenger's seat.
She was gesturing out the window and waving her arms around and screaming.
As the minutes pass, Ken relays vital information to the police operator.
It's a black Nissan Ute, and it's a four-wheel drive.
He's running commentary, including the impact the pursuit's having on other drivers.
There's traffic chaos here. No, sorry, I'm just a bit wound up. There's traffic chaos here. He's trying everything he can to run me off the road. He's collided with me. There he goes. He's coming in between me and another vehicle, nearly ran the other vehicle off the road.
How does this all started?
I have no idea. He was behind me. I put my brakes on. He locked up. Here he comes on the roundabout.
The chase continues, but is about to reach a dramatic climax.
There, he just collided with me twice. He's pushing me into the barrier. You've got to get someone here. This dude is crazy. Here he goes. Ah!
Then the moment Ken thought he was going to
No,
die.
he's jumping on my bonnet. I smashed my windscreen.
Did you stop your car?
No, because he just jumped. I did stop my car. He jumped on the bonnet. He's just smashed my windscreen and he's fallen off the bonnet. He's lying in the road now.
He's lying on the road?
Yeah, I'm looking in my rear vision mirror. I've driven off. He's lying in the road.
Did you just hit him?
No, he was on the bonnet and I tried to get away and he fell off. I
Keep
didn't.
driving then. Don't go back.
I'm not going back. Are you crazy? I'm getting miles away.
That is absolutely terrifying.
Well, I was terrified, that's for sure. He just at full sprint dived onto the bonnet and started punching my windscreen with both fists, and the windscreen was coming closer and closer to my face. And I had the impression he was trying to make a hole in the windscreen so that he could actually reach in and get me, or he could gain access to the cabin.
But it wasn't over. Ken still didn't know if he was out of danger, even though the man appeared to be hurt.
He jumped off, but he must have got snagged up on my wing mirror. Because after that, when I looked in my wing mirror, I couldn't see anything. It was all bent up. And I think that spun him around, because the next time I looked in my rearview mirror, he was crouched down on the bitumen.
Having been rammed at least 7 times and barely able to see through the windscreen, Ken continues driving to the nearest police station.
If I get to Logan Home Station and it's not manned, this bloke is a lunatic.
Well, go to Logan Central. That's 24 hours.
It almost broke down on the freeway. And because 000 had said to me, do not stop, go to the police station. And also, obviously, I didn't want to stop on the freeway because I wasn't sure that he was going to continue pursuing me. As I drove into the police station, clouds of smoke just came out of the engine and it ceased right there and then. I've never been happier to be somewhere.
A former police officer, Ken investigated several road rage incidents over the years, but never imagined he'd be involved in one as violent as this.
This has shaken me. This is something you don't expect, and it's something that is very difficult to deal with. How do you deal with somebody trying to, what I think, kill you on the road? So, yeah, I'm struggling.
Yet another victim of the increasing number of road rage incidents, which are turning quiet suburban streets into bitumen battlefields. Where angry drivers are lashing out against other road users in sometimes unprovoked attacks like Ken's.
I had no choice in this matter. If I had just stuck to the road rules, I wouldn't be here talking to you. At very least, I'd be in hospital right now, I imagine.
The driver who terrorised Ken might have been caught on camera, but he's still on the run, despite that damning dashboard vision being given to police. Ken says his attacker must be taken off the road, and quickly.
What I'd say to you, young man, is you honestly need to get some help. For you to put so many people's lives in jeopardy is just unfathomable.
Amazing vision, isn't it? We've had word that police have now been contacted by the driver of the ute. He's planning to hand himself in tomorrow morning. We'll let you know if he does.